The Galaxy J7 Max is a phone that costs less but offers much more. It's a successor to the 2016 J7 Prime, which was lacking some features which J7 Max surely makes up for. I'm Sujit Ubhi from Phoenix Productions and I'm going to review this phone for you. But before I do that, I'd like to say a big thank you to our sponsor Cell Cafe Store for making this video possible. They've got the latest range of gadgets at the best of prices. And they also free ship all over India. I'll put their contact details in the description. Now let's have a quick look at the phone's specs. It's got a quad-core CPU clocked at 2.4 GHz and a Mali T880 MP2 GPU, whatever that is. It's got 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of storage. It's got a 13 megapixel rear camera with f1.7 aperture and a 13 megapixel front camera as well with f1.9 aperture. The display size is 5.7 inches and it's a 1080p PLS panel, and there's a fingerprint reader right below the display. Oh, and it's also got face recognition. The battery is a long-lasting 3300 mAh unit. And finally, it's got Samsung Pay Mini and a Smart Glow LED at the back. Now let's get tangible. The first noticeable step up in this phone is the design. It no longer has the boring plain design that the J7 Prime had last year, and it also feels stronger. The screen is 5.7 inches PLS panel, which is great for a phone at this price point. Oh, and the cost is 17,500 Indian rupees, which roughly equates to $270 US. It's got the latest TouchWiz update with the new icon pack that was introduced in the Galaxy S8. And consequently, it feels very light and fluid to use and feels like home, almost as if it's wanting to be yours. With all this customization and varied range of Samsung themes, wallpapers and icons, this phone's visual element would appeal to just anyone. And the 4 gigs of RAM paired with intelligent memory management lets you open multiple apps without any hiccups. Now the Smart Glow LED might or might not be useful depending upon your taste for overly luminous notification system. The priority alerts might come in handy. You can set any color for any app's notifications by simply adjusting the RGB sliders to get the desired color for the given list of apps or contacts. Kind of like this. Some other implementations of this feature are usage alerts for battery, data, storage, etc. etc. Another very exciting feature of this phone is the dual messenger mode. You can apparently make a duplicate version of your social or a messaging app such as WhatsApp or Facebook, and you can use another account on it which will be independent of your original app. You see, this is my primary WhatsApp, and here's the duplicate one made by turning on the dual messenger mode. Wink wink. Now let's quickly launch the camera by double tapping the home button and then by flicking up or down. Oh no, I'm invisible again. Anyway, you can flick up or down to switch between the two cameras. As you can see, the rear camera works flawlessly in natural light, but struggles just slightly in artificial and low light. As a camera, it does a good job though. And the selfie flash, it just makes me look gorgeous. But please, just don't judge me. Both cameras film at 1080p at 30 FPS, which means no slow-mo from the J7 Max. The camera's also got a new mode for compulsive and impulsive social media people called the social camera, which allows you to take a series of pictures like this, and if you don't like any of them, flick them down to delete them, or you can tap on the one that you do like to edit and or share it right away using the controls at the top and the bottom, kind of like this. J7 Max is the first phone to bring Samsung Pay Mini. Other phones like the J7 Prime are in the line for the update. Basically, Pay Mini allows money transfer via UPIs just like apps like Paytm, but it does not support the tap and pay feature like the original Samsung Pay. I tried out the face recognition and recorded my face without my glasses or goggles, and it unlocks the phone almost instantly, provided the lighting is perfect and I'm not wearing any goggles or specs. But in the absence of these favorable conditions, face recognition is kind of hit and miss, and it can prove to be laggy and a bit frustrating. It's a nice feature to have, but in my experience though, it's gimmicky at this stage. The inclusion of gyroscope though is definitely very welcome. J7 Max is a great phone with a great set of features and specs, considering that it's very light on the pocket. However, I think I would have liked a little more out of this phone. I felt that some essentials like USB Type-C, front LED notification light, a stronger vibration motor, and a blue light filter were missing, making the J7 Max an almost perfect entry-level smartphone. But goody good things like Android 7.0 out of the box, a long-lasting battery, 4 gigs of RAM, and a premium feel make me very happy. So in the end, I can say that without a doubt the phone is great, and it's more than justified to spend a very small amount of money actually on this phone. And yeah, this was my quick review of the Samsung Galaxy J7 Max. And don't forget, this video is sponsored by Cell Cafe Store. These guys have got the latest and the greatest gadgets, and I rehearsed that more than I should. Thank you. Bye bye.